Today's episode of ASM 101, we're gonna go over this chimney detail. Let's get to work. Hey guys, so welcome back. We're back here at the chimney copper pack pan restoration. Just to kind of give you an overview, this chimney's been leaking for years. We had to rip apart a full cricket. I'll put a card in the top corner. You can go check out that demolition process. But we're here now, and the cricket's gone. I've sealed everything, made all the plywood repairs that we needed to because it was completely rotted out, as you can tell if you go watch that video that I mentioned. But now we're at a stage where I have prefabbed some copper back pans with a built-in diverter. So in a sense, we're reinstalling a cricket on the back of this, but it's much lower profile. We're not putting, there's no wood backing or supports that's needed here. This is 20-ounce copper, it's pretty heavy duty stuff. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna install this back pan here, and we're gonna install all the panels and then deal with the sides and the front last. And I know it sounds like it's going backwards, but with this style of roofing, you can do pieces and get big portions done before you move on to the smaller details, which sometimes can benefit the crew. Let's say you have a big crew who can put on all the field panels while you then you set them up to go, and then you can move on to the sides while they do the big area field panel portions. What we're gonna do here is I have two of these. See here, you kind of get an idea as to how that works, right? So this actually creates a valley, the water to now drain off the sides of the chimney, and this angle here allows for that diversion of water. Basically like a small little cricket that we're putting on. I have a hook on up here that the panels are gonna hook into, and then I have a hook on here that the apron counter flashings are gonna hook onto, because we still have to cover up all this mess here from the previous roof. That's what we're gonna do today. We're going to make the seam. We're gonna sew these panels together right in the middle, and basically prep this area to then get the big panel area ready. All right, let's get started. What I'm gonna do first is, with something like this, I wanna make sure that this piece doesn't move and is fully secure where I want it while I'm doing the work to it. So work on getting this secured in place to exactly where I want it. And a way we can do that is clipping the valley. Oh boy. Making sure it doesn't move on us while we're working on it. Making sure to use the proper fasteners. We've got some brass fasteners here. Won't react with the copper. And that's sitting in a nice spot there. So get another clip in. One thing too about my layout lines, I know where all my seams are gonna land. So I get to know that beforehand, and know where not to put my clips. Okay, so that's not going anywhere. Let's get one up here. Okay, so this is exactly where I want it to be, and it's not gonna move on me now. So now what I get to do is, I have a miter line that runs straight down. You see out here, this is kind of loose. There's no crease in it over there. I'm leaving that because I'm gonna dolly that in after the fact. Gives me a little bit more control of my end result. We're gonna make a miter line going straight up here. And basically it's just a straight line perpendicular to the chimney. And all I'm doing is I made a line up here already. Let's make, that's gonna be the top of there. What we can do is a tape measure. This whole chimney was 84, so 42. There's my midway point there. Just gonna make a line going straight up here. And then these two lines connect here. Just using this as a straight edge. Next step in the process here is I'm gonna bend this back and open everything right up. Continue our line straight up. I go the depth of my tongs there. The next part in all this is, if you think about what we're trying to do here, is you're trying to sew panels together. We have to bend these up on that miter line that we've already made. This style of metal work is notchless. So I'm bending everything without notching anything. And you can see, okay, once we have kind of things crimped or scored, as I like to call it, on the miter line, everything kind of falls in place. So that's the start of it. And the end of today's video. These videos that I'm doing regarding the copper chimney is they're really low edited, low production value on the edits, so I can really pump them out and, you know, give you guys the opportunity to follow along. We're gonna go to the next video. If you see it on screen, I've made it. If you haven't, I haven't made it yet. Just click whatever video is on screen right now. And thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.